Hello, welcome back to the Leftover
First of
Pizza
all,
Pod
welcome.
Super Bowl edition.
Oh boy, Super Bowl Sunday, my man.
Yeah,
Already.
I
It
got
feels like it's been a year since the last Super Bowl.
yeah, just about feels like it's been more than a year, but
Oh gosh.
we getting there. We getting there,
All right.
man.
Talk to the people, my man.
All right, as you know, we have the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cincinnati Bengals, and I was watching Hammer Don, one of the Pat McAfee betting podcasts, and they had the FanDuel lines maker on the show talking about some of the bets that he likes and what the public is betting on. So the public is very heavy, at least for FanDuel, on the Bengals, and they're
Money line or the
both.
oh boy.
And honestly, from a lot of people, I've heard from a lot of people are liking the Bengals as well. However, the lines maker thinks he thinks the game's going to be over at halftime. He thinks the Rams are going to blow them out, which that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for a kind of a Rams blowout. I mean, I feel like a lot of people think the Super Bowl has to be a close game, but as a Broncos fan, I know that's not the case. The Broncos are known for getting blown out in Super Bowls.
And anyone who did listen to our shows in the preseason, somebody did call Rams Super Bowl. So it is somebody that's here right now wearing an orange shirt. He called it.
Yep, and I am repping Von Miller in this Super Bowl. Got the Von Miller jersey. I got it this year, my first jersey I bought in a while, and he went ahead and got traded away. But hey, at least he's in the Super Bowl, and I have another reason to wear this shirt.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I thought about repping my Ryan Tannehill jersey just because it should be us in the Super Bowl today. As a Titans fan, my two thoughts on this game. One, either the Bengals win and we lost to the Super Bowl champions when it's pretty obviously we should have beat them. Or two, Rams win and we crushed the Rams earlier in the year. So either way, Titans are Super Bowl champions in my mind. So it's a win-win for me.
I like that. I like that thought process a lot. I was going to ask you that actually when we got on, what your thoughts are that the Bengals are actually in the Super Bowl. They've kind of had like, what is it, like the 2008 or 2004 Steelers run where it seemed like everything went their way to get in.
Yeah.
The one where the Detroit Super Bowl where they beat the Seahawks.
And regarding the Bengals, you said homie from FanDuel. First off, I think he's just trying to trick us into giving FanDuel money. So I'm going to take his words with a grain of salt. But he says this game's going to be over at halftime. I do remember that's what people said in the AFC Championship game just a couple weeks ago, that the game was over at halftime. And most certainly was not over.
Well, I don't know who was saying that because anyone who's watched the NFL knew that Cincinnati has been there before against that exact same team. And the exact same thing happened. And if you didn't sprinkle a little bit on Bengals money line at halftime, I don't know what you was doing.
Probably drinking and forgetting to bet.
Yep. Well, I didn't bet on it, so that's, But I felt it. I was like, I think the Bengals still going to win this game, man. I felt it.
All right. What kind of bets you got going? Let's start off that. We did tease on our Twitter that we have some good stuff for the people today. Let's show them some good stuff, please.
All right. As you guys know, I am on the Rams. So, interesting note, throughout the playoffs, throughout the season, I got a cash out option on the Rams Super Bowl to win the Super Bowl. After the NFC Championship game, cash out option unavailable this whole time. No cash out option, so I am being
You got to
forced.
ride.
I'm being forced to ride it.
Right.
Which, you know what, I'm fine with. I'm comfortable with this matchup. I feel like the Rams are better off in pretty much every matchup category that's important. You know, I feel like I like Jalen over Chase. I like Whitworth over who's the Bengals top pass rusher, Trey something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Whitworth, I definitely like him, and honestly, Donald and Vaughn and Floyd over the Bengals line. Um, and then I like Stafford over Burrow as far as experienced QBs. But my bets, man, I went through and I got a few, and I got some more I'm gonna add on here. Um, I'll just touch a little bit more on what this guy had said. This FanDuel guy said. So there was a Simpsons meme that came out. If you haven't seen it, it's
Yes.
Simpsons predicted the Super Bowl 34-31 Bengals,
Yes,
and
sir.
he said that they have reached, um, I think $100 million worth or something on that score. So he
Yeah.
said that if that score does happen, that FanDuel could potentially be facing being out of business.
Okay, so put all my money on that score just to put them out of business.
That is a potential. That's their worst thing they're afraid of right now is the 34-31 Bengals score, and they've actually lowered the odds. He said that should be about 600 to 1, but they've lowered it to 80 to 1. So it's at plus 8,000 now, even though it should be at like plus 60,000. Um, but yeah, and then he also said something that was interesting and makes sense is that the best time, if you like unders in the game, the best time to place your unders bets is on game day because everybody's betting
Yeah.
overs, everybody's trying to raise the overs line.
Line moves up.
Yep, lines always move up, so wait till game day, bet the under, get an extra couple points, and but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about some of my bets I have besides the Rams. I got weekly special, either Joe Mixon or Cam Akers to score 2+ TDs at plus 250. My thought process
Yeah.
is that I think they're gonna run the ball this game. I don't think it's gonna be as pass heavy as the fans are gonna hope for. So that's why I am picking that.
I think you're probably right, but uh, it is to be known that the Rams do have a very very solid defensive front. But the plus side with Mixon is well, really both the running backs, they are both very much so receiving threats.
Yeah, and they can
Taking a reception to the house.
yeah, and they can each make the first guy miss pretty easily. And as
Yes,
the Rams
yes.
do have an amazing front, but they do not stack the box. They don't really care about stopping the run. And Von Miller is more of a pass rusher than a run stopper. Obviously, Aaron Donald can do it all, but that's what I'm looking for. The Rams have showed that they can get toted on, so that's what I'm looking at. And then I got Von Miller to record one sack, Matthew Stafford 2 passing touchdowns, and Cam Akers 1 rushing touchdown. I got that. That's plus 600. I got
Okay.
opening kickoff to be a touchback. No. As
Yeah, where'd
Mr.
you
Ma-
get that one at?
as
'Cause I was
Mr.
looking for
McAfee
that.
has said many of times, the ball is not prepped at all. It's hard. It's a brand new ball. It's harder to kick, and they usually don't get. It's what 18 out of the last 20 Super Bowls have not been a touchback. So
Tell the people where you found that line. Where'd you
that
find
one
it?
I got on FanDuel.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up right now. So you better be right.
Yeah, I got it on FanDuel. I got to figure out exactly where I got it because I got it on my phone. Yeah, you just go
Okay.
to FanDuel, just go to the Super Bowl LVI tab and scroll all the way down, and you'll see coin toss results. Oh, no, actually, you're going to go to uh, more Super Bowl props. You're going to go over to the special teams props, click on that tab, and then that's the first. Nope, the first one
There it
is a
is.
touchdown, but the second one is the touchback.
Special team props here on FanDuel. Ba ba ba. Ooh, return for a touchdown. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Opening. Huh. I don't think I got this in Michigan. Dude, that's stupid.
Michigan doesn't have it. It's right underneath the touchdown one. Is where it is on mine.
Um. No,
Interesting.
I don't see it. Very
Odd.
dumb. Very cool.
That's odd. Then we have any player to score 2+ TDs. I said no because it's juiced up to 190, and I have a feeling it's going to be a low-scoring
Okay.
game. Yeah, I just said no because of the juice at 190. And most of these I took it because of the juice. First offensive play of the game, I said pass. Is that plus 104? It's kind of risky, but I think McVay's going to want to get Stafford going early. I think Taylor's going to want to get Joe feeling comfortable. I think they're each going to do a quick little pass to open it up. We'll see, though. Will either kicker successfully make a 55-plus yard field goal? I said yes, and that's plus 390.
Yeah, that one's on. I'm so upset. This is upsetting.
We have a same game parlay for plus 711. I got Cam Akers alt over 70 yards rushing, T. Higgins alt 80 yards plus receiving, and then Rams alternative spread 6.5.
Oh boy.
This is my Rams. Rams one. T. Higgins. I feel like if the Bengals are going to keep it close, I feel like T. Higgins is going to have a big day. I believe in T. Higgins. I think he's good.
Yeah, agreed.
Final score to have occurred as a past Super Bowl final score. It's at plus 520, so I said yes. Why not? There's been 50 something Super Bowls, so that's 50 possible scores. Why not? Distance of longest successful field goal, I put over 47.5, and that's at minus 126.
That's solid.
Will there be a missed field goal in this game? I said yes for plus 106. And then I took the under on both of the kicking totals.
Really?
So, yeah, the under on
that one interests me.
the under on the
because-
points, 7.5 on
Yeah,
each of
total
them.
points. Yeah.
I went ahead and took the under.
So McPherson has been just crushing it.
Hey, Elena.
McPherson's been crushing it. So, he's been pretty solid throughout the playoffs, just crushing this line. So, I'm surprised you would take the under on it.
I'm taking it because it's juiced. I like the juice. McPherson is the scary one out of the two, but I feel like these coaches are going to be more aggressive than usual because of the Super Bowl, and I don't think there's going to be as many field goals. I feel like one team isn't going to kick a field goal. One's going to get all touchdowns. So that's my theory behind it. And then as soon as the Rams won, I went ahead and put Cooper Kupp Super Bowl MVP in. So that was plus 1,000. So That's what I like. That's what I have right now. I'm going to be doing some more, some value plays later. And then I'm going to be looking at some unders. I'll probably go ahead and post those as I look at them. What do you got, sir?
For sure. Um, Ones I showed you during my morning, my morning little dookie that I liked.
I got
Both teams to score. Which one's that? Joe Burrow, Matt Stafford to combine for 504 touchdowns. I feel like that's generally pretty safe. If one quarterback goes off, should hit regardless. They're both going over 250 recently, and minus 125. Give me some money. I'm out. Pretty heavy, too, actually. I like that one a lot.
I like that one, too. It is at minus 125 for a reason. Looks like it, too. And if you want to throw a little extra juice on it, there's another one for them to be, 550 and 5 touchdowns combined? And that's
yes, and I put some on that one. That's plus 260.
Yep. So if you like that,
on FanDuel, you can go down. I believe there's one for 600 yards too. If you want to keep getting fancy with it, I stayed away from that one personally, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I do like this. Both teams to score 1 touchdown in each half. Prop they have for both teams to do that. They have it at plus 128. I like it a lot. I think these are two teams I feel comfortable about getting a touchdown. I did put a little bit of extra, something in the 2 touchdowns each half, just because I believe the odds were like plus 6,000 or something stupid. So I figured I'll jump in on that. Yeah. So I figured, give me a little bit of action on that just in case. I am going to take advantage of the FanDuel gave me a risk-free parlay I need to use, which I haven't done yet. DraftKings also gave a risk-free parlay I need to use. I haven't done yet. DraftKings has the profit boost for touchdown scorer parlay. I will be in on that. I also had the first touchdown bet on DraftKings, where if they don't get the first touchdown, but they do score, get your money back. So I'll be in on that one too. And actually, yeah. So I'm still deciding. I got some things in the work here that I like, but I'm waiting to see the parlay because I'm so wishy-washy still on these lines for the players and who I think's going to score a touchdown. Did see where was it? It was on a college campus, and Tyler Boyd was walking. A student yelled out to Tyler Boyd, said, "Hey, I got 500 on you to score in the Super Bowl." Tyler Boyd said, "Well, you about to win some money." So, maybe throw a little on Tyler Boyd.
I like it. I like that.
Or Odell possibly having a kid during the game. You figure he's going to want to absolutely ball out.
Oh, his lady might be going into labor.
Yeah,
today.
That's a storyline. Storylines matter.
I have not seen that. Yeah, storylines do matter. That's awesome.
There was also one. I believe I saw it on DraftKings. I'm going to see if I can pull it up real quick. It seemed a little tasty, so I'm going to see if I can find it. If you have something else real quick while I look for it, but I believe it was Tyler Boyd and Van Jefferson to combine for over 0.5 touchdowns.
I like that.
It was like plus 140 or something. I don't know.
I like
that.
Look it up. That's a good one. I like that one a lot. Yeah, so one thing I wanted to touch on, I wanted your opinion on because we really haven't talked much about the game um, at all the past couple weeks off stream. So,
Right.
what is your view if the Rams win this game? How do you see it playing out? And if the Bengals win this game, how do you see it playing out? Like, what's the scenario for each team to win this game? And since you're looking at something, I will go first. If the Bengals do win this game, I see it them having a lot of success on the ground. I feel like Joe Mixon has to get it going to keep that defense guessing and not just be one dimensional. Because if we seen the Bengals play against the Titans, and the Titans. Jeffrey Simmons
Rams
lit
have a
them
good
up.
defensive line.
The
Yeah.
Rams. Simmons is no Aaron Donald, and I don't know. They got to find a way to neutralize that defensive line, and if they do, I feel like it's going to have to be Joe Mixon, and I feel like T Higgins has to step up, either him or Boyd. But I think Burrow leans on Higgins a little bit more than Boyd, just from what I've seen in the playoffs recently. So I feel like Higgins is going to have to come up, to keep the run game going, to keep the Rams offense off the field. If Bengals win, I feel like it's going to be around like a 23-20 win for the Bengals.
Yeah. I could definitely see that, and I did find that prop. It's Tyler Boyd and Van Jefferson combined for over .5 touchdowns. I have it at plus 120. So for either one of them to score, plus money.
I like that.
All right, it's all right.
I like
They
Van
did
Jefferson a lot.
also, and this correlates with what you were just saying about Mixon. DraftKings offered a boost for Joe Mixon to have 10 or more rushing yards in the first quarter. And they boosted that baby up to plus 100. So
I like that a lot.
I did get in on that one. I did. I max bet it because I feel like similar to you. They gotta slow down the pass rush. That might, just while you were talking, that might lead to some screen passes.
Yeah.
With Mixon and with P. Ryan, the running backs. So that's definitely something to keep your eye out on too if you like the reception totals that they have for that.
And I don't remember which site it was, if it was DK or FanDuel, but they have a Jamar Chase over like 3.5 rushing yards. I definitely feel like there's going to be.
DraftKings too.
I definitely feel like there's going to be some type of end around or sweep to Chase, just once again to kind of neutralize that pass rush and keep him honest. So I would go ahead and hit that as well.
Yeah, I think the Bengals definitely, if they want to have a chance in this game, they got to slow down the pass rush. And if they're going to have 9 sacks against the when they face the Titans, is Stafford throwing those 3 interceptions? We've kind of touched this, I believe, last time. Is he the difference over Tannehill in that type of a situation to win the game? And not that game. I'm still emotional about it, so
I understand.
I don't like talking about it.
I understand that.
I do like the Rams to win, but I also like the Bengals to cover the spread.
Ooh.
I believe it was
I think it's a
the
4.
last. Yeah, it's at -4, +4 now. The last few, I can't find it now. But against the spread in the last few Super Bowls, the underdogs have a winning record against the spread. So, just kind of statistically, they've covered.
Gotcha. All right, so I went first on the Bengals. Why don't you go first? If the Rams win, how do you see it playing out?
Um, Matt Stafford. I think it would be Matt Stafford in the pass rush. Uh, I know I just said that Bengals cover, but you think it seems like so incredibly likely that the Rams could blow them out.
I agree.
Just because of the ability of Stafford, the I feel like he's just got that thing to prove now that he's out of Detroit that he can be that dude and he can make these plays and he can win the big game. Um, so I 100% see him having a good game regardless. Um, but we'll see. I've been critical of Stafford since we've been doing this too. I could see interception Stafford come to town and screw it all up. so, but I think it'll be on the back of Stafford if they win this game. If the
Yeah.
Bengals win, similar to you, they got to slow down the pass rush. They got to get the ball out, and I believe you can bet on the fastest ball carrier. Jamar Chase would be a good bet on that if you are backing the Bengals because I feel like they'll try to get the ball in his hands and have him make plays similar to how he did against the Chiefs in the regular season.
Yeah. I like
Him versus Ramsey too. Ramsey, who just recently had a role in Jackass Forever. Oh, I did go see that movie last night. And Jalen Ramsey was in there, so he's a superstar now.
That's awesome. There was. I'm gonna see if I can find this. So there was there's a thing coming out where the defensive coordinator for the Bengals drops 8, the most, like drops 8 into coverage, the most out of the NFL, most in the league. So I wouldn't be surprised if the under for Cooper Cup hits. And that's another thing that the FanDuel guy had said. He said the over for Cooper Cup has everybody's betting the over for Cooper Cup. I think they have it at like 110 or 108. But he said with all the money coming in on Cup, they've only moved it by 2 yards, and that's because they feel real comfortable about the Cup under hitting. He said they think they have a lot of good value in that. They think they're going to bracket Cup in this game, which I don't know. I have Cup for MVP, just because I like seeing a receiver get it. But that's something interesting to look at. If the Rams win this game, though, I see it being Cam Akers. Cam Akers running through. I think so. The Bengals have traditionally been a second half team, and the Rams have been striking first as of recent. So I don't see why that would change here. I don't see why the Rams wouldn't go on top early in this game and then just lean on Cam Akers. And I feel like, I don't know, I just like Cam Akers a lot. I think he's underrated back, mainly because he's been injured and people haven't seen him. Yeah, so I like Cam Akers to do well. And as long as Stafford doesn't have the turnovers like you said, I feel like this postseason, if anyone's played Madden, you know that there's a lot of BS that happens in it, and I feel like the Rams have kind of been playing like they've been playing against the Madden team. Like they've had random fumbles happen, like trying to lose games, like in their division round. For who did they play in the division round before the Niners?
The Cardinals.
Cardinals, yeah, the Cardinals. So it felt like that was a game that the Rams should have won easily, like blown them out, and then for whatever reason it was a sweaty game and Stafford had to, hook up with Cup in like the final 30 seconds to win.
They looked up, huh?
But yeah, I I'm gonna definitely be doing some alt spreads, parlayed for like Rams minus 13.5, Acres over
Understood.
100 yards, just because I feel like that is definitely a possibility of happening. But what I see happening is I see the Rams coming out early, and if the Bengals do cover their spread, I see it being a backdoor cover, like being down 2 possessions and then scoring to make it one and having to kick an onside kick.
Yeah, yeah. I could see that, and if going with kind of this line of thinking, or I believe and these lines are DraftKings. If we think it's going to be the pass rush getting to Joe Burrow, leads the Rams to victory. Defensive lineman to be MVP, aka Aaron Donald. Plus 1,000, I believe it is, on DraftKings right now. Which is, if you're on the belief that, Aaron Donald's going to have an impact, similar to how Jeffrey Simmons did against the Bengals, that's a solid little sprinkle. There's also running back to win MVP. It's got some solid little tastiness to it too. So I could see both of those being an option if the game plays out that way. Um, Regardless, because Cam Akers and Joe Mixon are both player you mentioned that would have to have a good game for either team, really. I could see those. Quarterback is obviously the position that gets the most MVPs. Uh, so they basically made that untouchable. I think
Yeah.
it's like minus three something, 300 and something. So no reason to even touch minus 300 exactly.
Yeah, the
Plus
key was to
900
get
for
that.
running back.
If you need to bet the MVPs on QBs in the championship games before they're played.
Right. Yeah. So, I think the most important thing we need to talk about here is what we're betting on the coin toss.
Well, I think we always bet the same thing, and I've looked in
Yeah,
the
we do.
past. I've looked
For
in the
riding.
past, and honestly, they've each had a run. But whenever that we've talked about it and bet on it, it's always hit. It's always hit.
Okay, let's do it right now. How much are we putting down?
Well, McAfee's putting down 40K on
I don't have
tails.
40K.
He's putting 40K down on tails. I don't know how much I'll be doing, but we're gonna be rocking heads so we can get a little.
We rock heads.
We're gonna
Right.
get a little live game
We're
action
getting the head
in.
around here. We're getting the head around here.
Yeah.
Okay. Put a little bit of action on there. Let's do it. Boom. Bet placed. Heads it is.
Yeah.
Heads for the Super Bowl.
Heads, tails always fails,
You heard it
so
here first.
we know it.
Tails always fails. I'm excited about that one. I like winning a little money as soon as the game starts.
All right. So like, all right, before the game starts.
Yeah, the whistle hasn't even gone off yet. I know everybody's all excited about Super Bowl, but there are two NBA games on today. One starting in about 45 minutes. I did put in a parlay for the Timberwolves and Pacers. I'll share it with you guys real quick.
All right.
DraftKings is doing the promotion. Do a parlay every day for however many days. Get a free bet. Okay, so this is what I put in today and I used the Timberwolves and Pacers. This was on DraftKings. D'Angelo Russell over 19.5 points. Tyrese Halliburton over 16.5 points. Carl Anthony Towns over 9.5 rebounds, plus 475. That's the parlay I'm rocking today for the DraftKings promo. Anthony Towns has kind of been on my shit list lately, so I was reluctant to put him in there. I'll ride the rebounds for the boy. Timberwolves are probably going to crush the Pacers. So Halliburton scoring. for his new team. Sounds all right, but figured I'd share an NBA play. There's still NBA games and still money to be won in the NBA too. Okay?
Still money to be won. All right. I had something else I wanted to say for the game. Oh, if you can find it, I couldn't find it on DK and I know FanDuel doesn't have it because they said they don't do it. But maybe Caesars has it. He said that the FanDuel guy said he noticed that some sports books were slacking, saying that if you think, say, Jamar Chase isn't going to have a good game, you can take his under in receptions, and then you can parlay that with Jalen Ramsey under in tackles, and then you'll get the boost for both of them. He said some books aren't taking that into account where, if something happens, it's likely that something else will happen, so they reduce the odds. But some books aren't reducing the odds; they're giving you a full boost for both of them.
Very, very nice. One other thing, just to opt in, have a little fun for the Super Bowl, completely free if you use FanDuel, is the FanDuel bingo card, too. It's under the promo sections. Sign up for a bingo card. Try to play bingo with this game and win a couple extra bucks. Who knows? It's just something fun you can do to kind of make the game more enjoyable. I got that. I got the Super Bowl drinking game. Okay. I got a picture of Coach Vrabel as the main coach of the year that looks absolutely stupid. Okay. I can look at that if I need a laugh. But yeah, it's fun. I'm looking forward to this. There's going to be... I think it should be a good game, honestly. I think it'll be entertaining. The halftime show should be pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll be sure to be tweeting during the game. We'll have fun. If you guys are out there watching Super Bowl Sunday, man, this is what we all live for.
Yeah, this is...
Oh, real quick, because it was reported right here while we were doing this. You got the breaking news sound? You got a breaking news sound here?
No.
Make one.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Oh shit. Okay. This right here, it's apparently, according to Mort Report, there's a belief that the Colts quarterback Carson Wentz will probably be traded or released before March 19th.
Ooh.
Because his salary becomes fully guaranteed then. The Colts traded a first-round pick for him just last offseason. And you love to see it. You love to see it. I love to see the Colts just being pushed down more. Hopefully they just have to cut him and they get nothing for him. And then they have no quarterback, and who knows what they'll do.
Well, I hope they're able to trade him to Pittsburgh, and that'll take care of that issue of Pittsburgh not having a quarterback. And then we'll, be groovy.
But I figured we should mention that Carson Wentz might be on his way out here. So, other than that, just always remember bet on Fred VanVleet's three-pointers every time. If it's over 3.5 threes, bet on it. Just, who cares what the odds are? If it's better than minus 200, just throw money on it. Throw all the money on it, and you'll win.
I like it. I like it.
It's 100% true. So, you got anything else?
I do not. FVV3s,
Okay.
Rams Super Bowl.